Hi, welcome. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to plan a hiking trip using Google My Maps, Google Sites, and a few other tools inside Google Drive. For our example, we'll plan a hike of Pedernal in northern New Mexico, an iconic peak featured in many Georgia O'Keeffe paintings. The same steps can be used to plan any kind of trip. Why use Google Drive? It's free, powerful, and everything works seamlessly together, making it easy to share and edit with others. Here's the plan. We'll create a Google site, build a custom map in Google My Maps, and then embed, publish, and share it, all while filling in the trip details along the way. The very first thing we're going to do is open a Google Chrome browser. Make sure you're logged into your Google account, or if you don't have one, create it now. Once you're logged in, we're going to navigate to drive.google.com. And you can see that my drive here is empty. I cleared it out for this project. And we're going to create a folder. So we're just going to go over to new, and we're going to create a new folder. It's going to be everything for our project's going to go in here. I'm going to call it Pedernal Hike. Feel free to customize it on your end. Cool. So now we have our project folder. I'm going to go inside of there, go to new again, go down and to more and click on Google Sites. And now our Google site has been fired up. Call this whatever you want. Hike Pedernal, Pedernal Hike. Just going to name it the same thing here. And I'm just going to hover on the banner, go to the bottom right corner where these shapes arrows customize the header. Going to scroll down to impression. I like this geographic background. And now we're just going to publish our site. Since it's the first time we're publishing it, our web address is going to be created, and we're going to publish it. Great, and it has been created. And now you can see we have the basic working of our site. So now I'm going to get out of this for now. Open a new tab. I'm going to navigate to mymaps.google.com. Create a new map. Create. See where it says on title, we're going to click on that. Say Hike Pedernal. And save. Great, now I'm going to go back to the site. I'm going to click on Insert. Actually, let's go to the drive real quick. Because even though we created the map within Google My Maps, if you go back to your drive, you could see that it created a copy within the drive. So we're going to move that into the project folder so everything's together. And now we're going to go to the site, and we're going to click on the Google Drive icon. And it's going to show us everything we have in the Google Drive. Go into the folder, and you can see the map. We're just going to double click it, and it is put inside of the site. We're going to click share so that anyone who is on the site is going to be able to see this. Click and hold and drag that. Expand the map out a little bit. And now every time you make changes, you're going to have to publish it. So we're going to publish this. And you can see the staging of the unpublished changes. Finish that up. View the new site. So now you can see we have a framework of a Google site with a map, but we have no points. So we're going to add some points to it. So let's go back to the map. And I'm just going to pull up an outline that I made. So as you can see, we are to the point where we created the site, we created the map, and now we have some custom points that we're going to add here. So we're just going to add the actual peak itself with the coordinates from peakbagger.com. So first, I'm just going to drop those coordinates in the search bar, search for it. And when it pops up, I'm going to click the plus sign over here, click on Untitled Layer, and name the peak. Alright, and if we keep that in its own layer, we're going to click this paint bucket here, go to more icons, type in mountain. Comes up under sports and recreation, click OK. And now we just customized that icon a little bit. We're going to add a new layer. And we'll call it places. And let's go to our next point. So we're just going to add Ghost Ranch because it's a very commonly associated landmark to Pedernal. I'm going to copy the address that I found earlier. And there's a couple different ways you could do this. So the first way we're going to do is put the address in. And we're going to search it where this is a little bit random, right? We just searched the address, but it's not Ghost Ranch. But if we type in Ghost Ranch, we get the actual Google listing. So you could either add it as the manual address or add it as the actual Google listing. So we'll do Ghost Ranch. And you're on a hike, you need supplies. We have Bodie's General Store. We could search randomly by the address. Or again, you could click on Bodie's. We'll add that to the map. And for safety's sake, we're going to add a hospital, and there by Espanola we have Presbyterian Espanola Hospital. Search by the address. Either add to map or click on the actual hospital and add to map. Let's zoom out a little bit. And you can see that we have the 4 points that we added. I'm going to go to the left column here next to base map. I'm going to click on the arrow and I'm going to change the base map. I like that look a little bit better. Alright, let's go back to the site. And another thing we're going to add, and I have it open in another window already, is the All Trails hiking trail. So, again, there's a couple different ways you could do this. The first way we're going to do it is add the line to our Google map. So we're going to click on Hit the Trail, and then we're going to click Download the Route, Export Map File, click on the format options, and I'm going to choose Google Earth KML. Export. It's going to show up in the downloads. I already downloaded a few of them, so those are all duplicates. Let's go back to the map. We're going to add another layer. We're going to call it All Trails. Save that. Click Import. Browse. Go to my downloads. Again, these are all duplicates of each other because I've downloaded a couple times. We are adding that KML layer, KML line. So as you can see, you could add points and lines to this Google map. So this is pretty cool for reference, but I don't necessarily recommend using this line within the Google map when you're actually on the trail. You might still want to use All Trails, so just activate it from your mobile app. Or you could also, if you want to go back up the page here, click this little arrow here, Share, and click Embed. This little iframe pops up. You could just click the black copy button. Go back to the site, and we're going to embed code, paste that right in there, next, and you see that populates there. So now you have the actual All Trails listing on your site. Let's even this out a little bit. We'll publish our changes. We'll view the site again. So you can see our site is building. We have a website with a title, a customized Google map, All Trails, and I want to show another feature of the Google Drive. So let's go back to the drive. Take it from the top. We're going to go into the folder. Let's go to New again. And let's say you're going to be hiking with some people, so we're going to add some notes. So let's pick Google Slides, which is the Google version of PowerPoint. And we'll call this hiking notes. And we go back to the site. Insert, Drive, back to the folder. And we're going to allow anyone to be an editor. Expand that and pull that down. And again, just remembering every time you make a change, you're going to want to publish it. And now if you go in here, and we'll just say that we're going to add a slide for date and time. I don't know. We'll say, doesn't matter, I'm just making stuff up here. September 1st. I just want you to see the update. And sometimes that could take a little bit. So don't get nervous if it doesn't automatically populate. Yeah, it hasn't populated yet, but it will. So we'll check back on that after. It's going to X out of this for now. We'll X out of this as well. Let's get out of this. Okay, so we have our dashboard for the Google site, and we have the My Map. The next thing we're going to do is add some pictures to the map. So imagine now, after you've already done it, you took a bunch of pictures and you want to add your pictures from your hike to this as a photo album. The very easiest way to do it is to do it a little bit randomized. So we're just going to hover over this marker here, click, get this little plus sign, and you can just drop it anywhere. Click on the camera. Actually, first we need to add some pictures, so I'm going to go back to the drive, go back to the hike, let's create a new folder, and Pedernal pics, click in here. It's going to make the window smaller. Oops, sorry, this is sloppy. I have this folder here, I have the pictures. Just going to add a few random pictures. We don't need all of them, it's going to take forever to put into the folder. So now we have some hiking pictures from a real Pedernal hike. From here, those are going to take a little bit to upload, but still I'm going to go to these 9 dots here, Google Apps, click on Photos, go to the plus sign here, and we are going to grab the pictures from the drive. If you're on PC like I am, you're just going to hold down the control button and click each one. 5 selected, upload. And the reason we want to add them here into the Google Photos is because when you click on one, scroll down, you're going to see this little map. Click that. And now in this left column, you can see that it populates the geo-coordinates of where you were standing when the picture was taken. Generally speaking, this will be in the metadata if you take the pictures with a smartphone. So you see the 2 different formats here. We want this bottom one, the simple decimal degrees. It's just a comma separated latitude and longitude. So just highlight and copy that. This format works better in the Google My Maps than this one does. So we're just going to go back here, drop those coordinates into the search bar, and search for it. And then it creates a marker. You want to add that to the map. And which picture was this? Go back up to the file name. We have IMG 4284. So now I'm going to go to the camera and the marker, go to the Google Images or Google Drive, go back to the pics, and match the picture. So now that's an actual geocoded point for where that picture was taken. But again, you don't have to do all that if you don't want. You could just add them all to one random point. Okay. Let's click out of this. Click out of this. Alright, we don't need to publish anything else right now. And we'll just click this arrow here. We're going to view the published site. Scroll down. And let's see what we have. Click on that marker. You see the picture we added. See Pedernal. You could see the line we added from All Trails. We have Ghost Ranch, we have Bodie's, we have the hospital. We have the All Trails embed. Our slides have updated. So yeah, that is it. That is how you can use Google Sites and Google Maps together and create like a little project site for you and your co-hikers. As you can see here, this is the site name. So it says after you publish it, this is public, so I'm just going to copy that. I'll open it in a different browser, and you can see it's publicly accessible. You have all of your assets together. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this and what features you think would be helpful to learn for building more customized Google Sites and Google Maps together. Thank you.